times with the social media have changed, but the core still remains the same. Today also you hear everyone talking about ऐसे कपड़े पहन के ना जाओ तो ऐसा हो जाएगा. It's Mumbai, it's metro where you feel you're safe, where you can still do what you want to do. But if you go into the interiors, or even if you go to Delhi or other such places, you're still very conscious of what you wear, how you're looked at. You still see those very prying eyes. You're still not allowed to go alone. जा रही हो तो भाई को लेकर जाओ, या जा रही हो तो अकेले मत जाना. That happens. In fact, I write my weekly column for Tribune, and I had written there that suppose you're going alone somewhere and something happens to you, somebody teases you or something just happens. How many people will come forward and actually help you? Or how many will just record the thing and put it on the social media? So these are scary times we live in. People don't come forward because you don't know कि आपके साथ भी क्या हो जाएगा. Or they don't want to get into any harassments of going to the police station, lodging a complaint, and then being asked again and again. What they do is they just record it and put it there. But what happens to the person who's suffering? So these are scary times. I wouldn't say much has changed, but yes, the world has become more aware. Voices like these have started raising. This makes a difference. But it will only make a difference from home. If I come from a house where I see an abusive father, how much ever you teach me, I will only learn to abuse, because that's what I saw my dad do. If I see love there, if I see protection, what you will do is protect your friends. So I can only say these panels help in a way that you build an awareness, but please take it to your homes. Educate those people who don't know things, who just think कि इसको मार दूंगा, इसको गाली दे दूंगा, इसको चांटा लगा दूंगा, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. It's very strange. We are not used to love anymore. आप किसी को गाली देते हैं, तो you're expecting कि वो reaction भी वही आएगा. आप रोड रेज में जाएंगे या कहीं जाएंगे, ये ठीक से चला, ये कोई किसी को follow कर रहा है लड़की को, they will say the same thing. How many times can you just say, okay, I will do that? They don't know how to react. वो सब चीज़ें आपको आपके घर से आती हैं. Second आती हैं where you're studying, what your educational institutes. So these places really matter. So all I can say is around you, just take this message that you make a difference. You don't see a girl differently from a guy. Treat them as equals and let them be. Not just say अच्छा छोटे कपड़े पहन के आई है, loose character है. No, why? I mean, छोटे कपड़े पहन के बाहर चली गई, अरे जगह तो देखनी चाहिए थी. क्यों भाई? मतलब उसका मन है, पहन के आई है. You look after her. You take care of her. That psyche we still don't have, and we have a long way to go there.
Very well, sir. Thank you.
I actually got married very early when I was still doing movies, and I'd like to say this, that a lot of people did come forward and say, don't get married right now, don't get married within the industry, what are you doing? Because me and my husband were both actors and we were both still trying to figure it out. I'd say this, that he's been my partner in decision making. You know, so whether I chose to do more movies or a TV show or to start my institute or whatever, he's been there for me, you know. So it might look like, which it does look like to a lot of people, that I stopped doing movies because I got married, whereas there is no truth in that. It has been entirely my choice, and in fact I'd like this opportunity to in fact thank him for you know, seeing this side of me, because since the time I met him, he kept telling me that, why are you an actor? Because I was still studying. In fact, after I got married, I took a 2 or 3 years break to do my masters. I worked in a hospital as a counselor. And so these experiences, whereas it's very easy for somebody to come and say that, you've been acting for so long, why don't you just do that? My husband was the one to tell me that you can do more. There's more that you can fit into your life, and these are things that you feel strongly about, so why don't you pursue it? He was the one to tell me that you dance well, why don't you do something in that? You know, when the thought of Mukamar came to me, he was the one who said, don't think so much, just go out and do what you want to do. So he's been the pillar of support in my life, in fact, and all my choices and decisions, I wouldn't say are entirely mine, because he's partnered in them equally, and I think that's what makes a marriage strong. Secondly, I'd also like to point out that he never takes responsibility for things that I have done. I keep saying that, I could do this because of you, but he very categorically says, you're Mukamar, you're Ahmad, you're this, I have done nothing. And that is the biggest deal, that he lets me own whatever I do without wanting to be a part of it for the public. So, to answer your question in a short word,
Since I've literally just started and not even kept like that 1 foot forward, I don't think I've thought so ahead. It'll only stress me. But I mean, like, I am one of y'all. I am a third year college student myself. So I'm really glad that, I've been called to represent the youth, and I just feel one should do what they want to do. If you think about what will happen in the future, will I get more opportunities? The shelf life of an actress. No, I really don't believe that an actress has a shelf life, because there's so many actresses today who are continuing to work after marriage. We have examples right here. So no, I'm not worried about that. I just feel one should have the courage to do what they want to do.
Have to admit one thing and be very aware of it, that we live in a very male-dominated industry. Much that things are changing. Actresses are getting their dues. It's been always in time. I mean, if you see the 1960s or something, you had lead actors like Madhubala, Nargis, Meena Kumari, who ruled and who were names to reckon with. Then you had, in between, heroines who were Hema Malini, who was at the top of her game, who people wanted to cast in double roles and all that stuff. Sri Devi, Madhuri Dixit, they had women-oriented films coming in for them. Now, but you see the proportion of those films compared to, how do you go watch a film? What is your criteria going watching a film?
should be entertaining.
You are a very sorted girl, I must say, but सबसे पहले masses क्या पूछते हैं? Hero कौन है यार picture का? पहले पूछोगे कि heroine कौन है picture की? नहीं. Always the hero, and we have been brought up like that. कि hero, larger than life, and everything around comes accordingly. Now, if a girl plays a heroine to a superstar, वो चाहे उसने एक ही फिल्म की हो जिंदगी में, वो सारी उम्र heroine ही मानी जाएगी कि वो heroine थी. और अगर आप, like I did Veer Zara where I played a friend, and it took me 5 years to break that friend's image because I was a friend to Shah Rukh Khan. अब शाहरुख खान की फ्रेंड है तो भाई हमारी भी फ्रेंड हुई, मतलब वो घर की बात हो जाती है कि अच्छा शाहरुख की है तो हमारी भी है. शाहरुख इसको रोमांटिकली देखता है तो मैं भी रोमांटिकली देखूंगा. So when I romanced Varun Dhawan in Badlapur is when I changed that image. So it's like, okay, the hero sees her as somebody you can romance. So everything is from the male perspective. It is a sad story, but saying that, Deepika is being paid beautifully, and I'm so proud of that girl. So is Kanna Ranaut. So is Priyanka Chopra. They all are being paid very well, and they are on equivalent levels with their male counterparts. Also, there's a demand and supply. If you are delivering hits, people want you. They will pay you what you want. So Deepika is delivering hits. So is Kangana. So is Priyanka. But once it subsides, things change. But that's how it is. Our industry has these kind of weird stuffs happening. सोशल कॉज को मिटाने के लिए शायद नहीं, लेकिन कंटेंट ड्रिवन फिल्में ज़रूर बन रही हैं. लेकिन जैसा शी हैड पॉइंटेड आउट कि एंटरटेनिंग फिल्म हो, जैसे टॉयलेट एक प्रेम का था, एक एंटरटेनिंग फिल्म थी और एक सोशल मैसेज लेकर आई, तो लोगों ने उसे लिया.
पिंक एक एंटरटेनिंग फिल्म थी और सोशल मैसेज लेकर आई, लोगों ने लिया. क्वीन ऐसी फिल्म थी. सो आई थिंक दिस इज़ अ ग्रेट मैरिज बिटवीन कंटेंट एंड एंटरटेनमेंट. और अगर वही एक साथ आता रहेगा तो लोग फिल्में देखना पसंद करते हैं. अब लोग वही नहीं चाहते कि एक हीरो है, एक हीरोइन है, गाने आए और एक्शन हुआ और पिक्चर ख़त्म हो गई. दे फील चीटेड. दे वांट कि अच्छा अब हम कहानी बताओ. तो अब कहानी सुनना चाहते हैं आप. कहानी में किरदार जितने अलग दिखाओ, जितने सुंदर दिखाओ, दैट ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड मैटरिंग. सो दिस इज़ अ गुड टाइम टू गेट कंटेंट इन, to get these messages in, but get them in a way that it doesn't hit people that you're preaching, but you're entertaining them. Yeah.